Paul Lake playing alongside Colin Hendry in the centre of City's defence. It came off at Lake's head. Lineker! Just 2 minutes. And it's as though he's never been away. That's misjudgment by Bergson. This is Mark Ward for Manchester City. Reed. Brightwell playing at right back. And it's a good cross for Quinn! Delivered by David White. Met by Niall Quinn. And Manchester City not disheartened, letting Lineker score first here. Step by Sedgley. Stewart did that in the most accomplished manner. And this is Naeem. Lineker cutting in from the left. And Naeem has found it brilliantly! Fabulous goal! And Naeem salutes almost as if he was the scorer. And Lineker went to him as well. And Gascoigne, who was loitering on the left. He scored the goal! The player who's filled the ground, really. And he's turned their dreams into reality here. And in doing so, presumably killed off Manchester City.
Well, a great header on from Barnes and rushes in here for the first goal of the season. But no, he's offside. He's given offside. Rush thought he was off the mark. Simon Tracy took the injury as he came out to challenge Rush, and tragically for Sheffield United, a stretcher is being called for. John Pemberton has had to exchange the number 2 jersey for the number 1. Nicol, infield rush. Held him at bay again. It's come back for Nicol, and John Barnes gets in, and Pemberton has missed it. And tragedy for Pemberton. The first goal has gone to Liverpool's John Barnes, one of the simplest of his career. They come looking for an immediate response. Bryson hooks it over. Gillespie knocked it out. And here is the chance for Brian Deane, and it's 1-1! Sheffield have got their equaliser. Back we are with Liverpool inside the Sheffield penalty area, and Barnes, and here's the cross for Rush, and it's got to be a Liverpool goal from the foot of Ray Houghton. Put on a plate for him. Again they're in trouble, and Rosenthal hooks it across the middle towards Pemberton, rushes in there, and it's gone in, and Ian Rush has claimed the goal. And more disaster for poor John Pemberton, and one does have to feel sorrowful for the standing goalkeeper, who's really done his best. Ian Rush's smile tells you that he probably won't get too many goals like that this season.
With much summer transfer activity, there's plenty of competition for places in the Arsenal squad. So when Paul Merson headed home a tantalising cross from one of the new signings, Anders Limpar, in the 56th minute, he was understandably delighted. Three minutes later, and Arsenal went further ahead. Alan Smith's header putting Kevin Curl under enormous pressure, and the Wimbledon skipper could only turn the ball into his own net. Arsenal were coasting now, so it came as no surprise when substitute Perry Groves signalled Arsenal's championship intentions by making it 3 on the stroke of time with a spectacular volley. It looks like money well spent by George Graham, but it could be a long season ahead for the men from Plough Lane. It was new boy Dennis Owen who helped break the deadlock on the hour when he swung over a corner and defender Steve Bruce delivered a bullet header to put Alex Ferguson's team in front. Coventry didn't really threaten the home goal and the 3 points never looked in doubt. Just to make sure though, Neil Webb demonstrated his ability to get forward and score when he dived in to get on the end of another cross from the effective Owen.
Chapman the target, might bounce through, White's there, Fairclough's there, he's in front, Chris Fairclough. Sharp's the target this time, there was an appeal for handball there against Chris Fairclough, and the linesman says penalty, confirmed by the referee, but it was the signal of the linesman, Jet Banwell, which convinced Kieran Barrett to point to the spot. Now John Lukic saved a penalty on the opening day of last season at Old Trafford from Brian McClare. That didn't do Arsenal much good. Neil McDonald faces him this time. Oh, well won. Riley trying to make something of it. Southall came eventually. Riley barged into him. Play on, says the referee. It's a goal. Gary Speed has forced the ball in, and Leeds are 2 up. Neville Southall out of the Everton dressing room, well ahead of his colleagues. Really, whatever's been said in there, he doesn't feel relates to him. He's made 3 transfer requests already this season, and his contract with the club stretches until 1996, and they're holding him to it for the moment. But Neville looks less than happy with his lot these days. Batty, Chapman might fall for Gary Speed. Southall brave enough now. Varane offside. No, goal given. 3-0 to Leeds. Varane stood almost on the goal line there, converted the easiest of chances. Referee had a look at his linesman. Goal stands. Hinchcliffe will take the throw in. Newell. Sharp won that. Sheedy. Nevin with an opportunity. Everton back in business. Well, that could be an important goal. Everill's free kick. Newell in there, just dropped behind Nevin. Lukic's got his fingertips on it. Everton have a throw in. John Lukic requires treatment. He's going to have to wait for it though. It's going to be a nervous wait as Everton come forward again. Nevin. Terrific play. What's the miscue? John Everell wanted time, got it! Oh, it's saved! John Everell makes it 3-2. And Everton believe again.
There was a really cosmopolitan atmosphere at Villa Park where the home crowd gave new manager Joseph Venglos a warm welcome. But it was the Channel Islander Matthew Le Tissier, who must be on the verge of an England call-up, who made the biggest impression, scoring what might well have been the goal of the day. He kept his cool to slot it easily past Nigel Spink, a piece of skill from Le Tissier well worth a second look. Villa spent £1.5 million last season on Tony Cascarino's aerial power, and the big Irish international repaid some of that fee when he rose emphatically to head home from Daly's beautifully measured cross. Southampton could have taken all 3 points when Wallace fastened onto a great through ball and unluckily hit the post, leaving Venglos with his first point in the English League. England veteran Peter Shilton made his 900th league appearance in the match with Chelsea, but unfortunately the sands of time may be catching up with him. Shilton made a mess of a cross that led to David Lee's scrappy opening goal for Chelsea. Referee Roger Milford had to consult with his linesman to make sure that the ball had in fact crossed the line. Chelsea still led at half-time, but Derby hit back almost immediately when last year's leading scorer Dean Saunders equalised in the second minute of the half. Dennis Wise had tormented the Midlanders' defence all afternoon, and he was unlucky not to score when his free kick rattled the woodwork. Fortunately, Peter Nicholas was on hand to drill the ball beautifully past Shilton, who seemed less than pleased with his defence. Derby fought hard all the way though, and perhaps could consider themselves unlucky not to get a share of the points when, after getting a last-minute penalty, they could only stand and watch as Dave Besant, one of Shilton's heir apparents for the England job, made a fine save to protect the spoils.
Paul Blades got a lot of movement up front, looking for Fox. He flicks it back, and here comes Dale Gordon. Dale Gordon's got a bit of space. Brilliantly hit. They left him with a yard, and you can't do that in the First Division, I'm afraid. Butterworth is up there, and here's Crook, beaten away by John Cale. Dale Gordon, and onside for Fox. He can get behind the defence again, and touched in. And Sherwood gets the last touch. And Butterworth should have it. And here comes Davenport. It's the post, Davenport again. Crook couldn't get there. Bennett is still pushed up. Gabbiadini. Oh, what a goal. Here's Dale Gordon. Crook, they're coming back again now though. Rosario gets up for this. Good header. And here's Fox. Roll Fox.
Queen's Park Rangers made all the early running. The dangerous Roy Wegerle almost uprooting the Forest post. And then a minute later a goal-mouth scramble followed a corner, and the Queen's Park Rangers striker forced the ball home. Forest battled back though, and they had their chance to square things when Gary Crosby was brought down for a clear penalty. Nigel Jemson made no mistake from the spot. Crystal Palace let in 66 goals last season, but today their new signings combined well for an opening goal, a Hodges free kick, and Eric Young was on the end to flick the ball home. Then, just when the Londoners thought they might go into the break with an advantage, Luton hit back. Ian Dowie's near-post header equalising right on the stroke of half-time.